for the Ivy League Tournament 2024. Great to have you aboard. Lance Meadow, Maren Walseth with you, and we are now joined by the two-time defending Ivy League Coach of the Year, Megan Griffith. Megan, always a pleasure to have you.
Lance
How's everything?
and Maren, I'm great. Great to see you two in the flesh here.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about this atmosphere. It's a nice luxury to have it in your own backyard and different from what you experienced last year at Jadwin Gym. So from a preparation standpoint, Megan, how does this change what you go through compared to what you did in previous years?
You know, it's interesting being at home, being on campus, them staying in their dorms, right? Like we're in our homes. I would say that's going to be an advantage. It's also spring break this week, so there weren't a lot of distractions, which was really nice for us to have. Last year, it was midterm week leading up to the tournament. So there's just small things that make a big difference, I think. But, you know, the big thing we've been trying to stress to our team is, you know, all non-conference and conference, you've been playing at home and winning at home. And this is no different than any other game.
You talk about the spring break. I'm curious what type of atmosphere you think you're going to have here tomorrow and hopefully on Saturday, as it's been rocking with the students.
Yes.
What do you think now that the students might not be here?
Well, our ticketing team, Amanda Goodwin and her team, they've done a phenomenal job at just rallying students, making sure students knew there were student tickets available. So I think we're gonna have it rocking still. You know, I'm not really worried about that. People are coming back from spring break. This campus has wrapped its arms around our team, and all our players are such great ambassadors on campus that people are like, "Hey, when's the game? How can I get tickets?" Like last week, this week. So I anticipate it being a pretty good environment.
Megan, speaking of being an ambassador, that fits your profile. You're a former Columbia Lion. You've given your heart and soul to this program, both on and off the court.
Yeah.
For Ivy Madness to now be here, how meaningful is this for somebody like yourself in terms of how you've seen the Ivy League grow as well as simultaneously this Columbia program?
I mean, it means so much. You know, it's not every player. I was even just saying this. Gets to and
there it is on full display.
Wow,
see, I purposely
what brand
brought that
is that uniform? Huh? I don't even know. There's not even a
I want to know what
brand.
size it is.
Oh man, yeah. We had everything was too big or too small when I was here. But I would say, you know, not everybody in their 4 to 5 year span with the pandemic year gets to even play in a tournament, let alone play in a tournament at home. So I keep telling them, like, this is a gift to us, and our administration made this happen because we were supposed to be the last rotation. And, you know, this year, you know, Brown couldn't host. Peter jumped on it right away, and I was eternally grateful for him because, you know, I just think this is the perfect year for Abby to be a senior on her home court with Nicole Stevens and Paige Lauder, who have really, these three have been instrumental in getting the program where it is now. You know, we got to take advantage of this opportunity now.
Following your trip to the Bahamas, you talked about execution. You really learned, and it was magnified, the importance of execution.
Yes.
Over the course of this season, you've talked to us about executing a game plan for 40 minutes. And then following that most recent Cornell game, you were like, yes, we actually did that for 40 minutes, and you were so complimentary of your players. How, you know, with all of that, how do you keep the main thing with so many families in from out of town now?
Yeah. You know, we have explicit conversations with our players about boundaries. You know, you have to get yourself in a mindset. This is no different than any other time your family's in town or, you know, just because we have more time on our hands with spring break and not being in classes. You know, it's just like a road trip. You know, you're in your hotel room, you're with your roommate, you take your naps, you watch your film, you know, so we're just trying to keep them on a routine as much as possible. And you encourage them, be like, hey, your families understand what you're trying to do here. So have those conversations with them to say, hey, you know, I may need to go to bed a little bit earlier tonight, or let's go out to dinner, but I'm going to skip, you know, dessert, whatever it is that you're doing. So, you know, they're extremely mature. They want this, and I'm not really worried about them, you know, being distracted at this time.
Well, Megan, it's always great catching up with you. We'll let you get back to the court and back to work, and best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Lance. Thanks, Maren.
Yep.
You got it. Megan Griffith, two-time Ivy League Coach of the Year with us here inside Levian Gymnasium, the home